So when it comes to ChronoCommander, ChronoCommander is the 2014 Chrono mod that is only attainable via the Hero Mods map for 6080s. That being said, when it comes to this class is pretty much a tank with a taunter. Now, there's some things going on with the class like reducing the target's outgoing damage and increasing your overall damage resistance, and that's pretty much it for this class. Now, it has nice cooldowns with it being so low, but other than that, with this class there's a lot of things that is actually quite bad. Now, most notably is the haste, the hit chance, and the crit chance. Now, you kind of had to invest into which one you want to go for. I went for crit chance because that's what I really want to do, to see big numbers. Because it's a Chrono mod, so who doesn't like seeing big numbers on a Chrono mod? So, now, actually speaking about the class itself, it's really bad for solo. Ideal for team fights, maybe for PvP, but everything else, it's okay. It's just really an okay class. To use this class, I normally do is 3, 5, spam level 2 6 times and 4. Now the reason why I went for 6 times on those 2 is because of your first ability if you're in a team fight. It just helps with some damage with your nuke and kind of just gets the class going once you have your things going. Now the actual use of this class, you would ideally use this class when there is a boss that is a hard hitter, and mostly for the team fight. You can use it for like spamming a boss with low HP with the party because your cooldown is really low. Just note you need to have a stone crusher if you want to go down that route, because the class eventually will run out of mana because how quickly you will be going with your mana. Other than that, you wouldn't really be using this class for anything else. Now, this class was the best class you could use for Ultra Tendarius before 2022. Because that was the time period where the Ultras were hot. And pretty much when all the Chronos were pretty much broken. This class was mostly broken due to the fact you were able to loop taunt with your 2, but now it's 5. So with Tendarius, you were able to spam your 2 on all the targets and all focus on you while you just basically kill the orbs and kill the boss eventually. Now it's on the 5th ability and it's just awkward to use when it comes to actual ultras. Now you can use this for solo. I would recommend using Penitence with Lazaret. It helps with some of the survivability on this class. If you're dealing with hard hitters, I would not recommend using Dauntless. But if you're dealing with like okay damage dealers, like around about 600 to 800 damage, then you get able to use Dauntless without any issues. You don't have to really change your setup as well. Now, you can farm this class, and you can deal with a little bit of hard hitters when it comes to actual farming, because eventually you can just quickly rest if your health is really low. So you kind of have to pay attention with the health if you are in that position. Other than that, this class is a little bit weird to say the least when it comes to farming because of your hit chance being really low and your haste. Now, there are things that this class does well, but many things that this class doesn't do. So if you really want this class, now is not a really good time, because back then this class was like the ideal pick alongside with Chrono Dragon Knight. Now it's just there, collectible really, because now you can deal with the low cooldowns and mediocre damage, but just rather get Chrono Shadow Slayer because that is pretty much what the class could have been back then. So other than that, for PvP, this class is pretty much a tank and a really nice day, but honestly, haste and hit chance is a problem. Have a nice day.